Hey guys, I am Game Advisor and welcome back to another Icarus update video. Today we're going to be talking about the week 28 update Outpost number 1. Now, to put it straightforward, this is a very simple update, so this shouldn't take too long, but there is some unique things going on, and there's a lot of bugs with it. First up, let's just go ahead and talk about what it mainly adds to the game, and that's going to be the new Outpost. The new Outpost will be for all players, and it's essentially just the Olympus map, which if you don't know is the first one, and that Olympus map is now going to be playable as an Outpost if that's what you want to do. It's important to note that this is free, even if you did not purchase the Supporters Pack for Icarus. In order to unlock it, however, you're going to have to do the new mission, which is going to be all the way on the right side of the mission tree for Olympus. In other words, they're expecting you to pretty much have done all the major missions for it. You're going to have to do a lot in this mission, and I'll go into detail with it with our actual mission guide later on. But anyways, just know it is a fairly challenging mission, and it's also a lot of running since you're going to have to run to basically every corner of the map. Anyways, once you complete that mission, it should unlock the actual outpost for you to play on. Now, along with that new outpost comes the ability to configure your outposts and their difficulty and what is and is not allowed to spawn on them. This comes in the form of difficulties, of which we have 4. The first difficulty is going to be easy, which is what all your outposts were already set to. It does not let any hostile mobs spawn, and it is all the same settings you had before. If you do have an outpost already set up, it's going to be set to easy, which means if you want to change it, you're actually going to have to start a brand new outpost. This is unfortunate, but it's not really the end of the world. It's just something to keep in mind, as if you do want to go ahead and play on a medium difficulty outpost on that same map, you're going to have to restart and create a new outpost. Medium difficulty, though, is essentially just going to allow all those hostile mobs for that biome or for that outpost to spawn. So for an example, if you're doing a little forest outpost that everybody gets for free, you'll get like your boars, your wolves, I think you'll get your buffaloes, and I think there's something else in there. But anyways, the idea is if it belongs in that biome, it'll probably be spawning as long as you're on normal difficulty. Hard does the same thing, except makes them spawn more and makes them harder to kill, just like hard on a normal mission. And then extreme is going to be the exact same thing that you would get on an extreme mission with a regular Icarus mission. You won't be able to see your map, you won't be able to see other players unless you have the little module for it. It's a whole thing, but just note that this is essentially the same thing as we have with regular missions now, with the different difficulty options. The only difference is that easy makes it so nothing spawns, and normal will be probably where most players are going to be doing their outposts. And I'm just saying that because I think most players want to just have access to all the different creatures. With all that being said, though, I do really actually like that they are putting this new outpost into the game. I'm glad that we're able to go onto Olympus and have access to all the different biomes in one single outpost. There are no cons to me on that, but this has been a pretty buggy update. If you're watching this video the same day or within a couple of days after it comes out, just note that there has been a lot of issues going on. Things like people completing the mission to unlock the new outpost and not getting credit for it. Servers were going up and down. They seem to have most of it under control at this point, but just keep in mind they will probably fix these with time, so if you're worried about it, maybe just give it a week and then do the new mission for it. Although they did mention some of what they're planning to do next week with their update, and this is going to be a change to the Return from Prospect button, as it will be removed from the game and replaced with a new button called the Abandon Prospect button. I think this is really just them clarifying what they actually want it to do, and it's actually changing what it does too. In other words, I'm just going to read this little line here as this basically explains it. When this new button is clicked, if the prospect has insurance, the character will be safely returned to the station with the loadout that they took with them gone, meaning all your exotics and stuff will be left, but your character will be saved just like insurance does now. It's pretty straightforward. If the prospect does not have insurance on it, however, the character will then be abandoned along with their gear. This basically just means your character is deleted and removed from the game at that point, unless they decide to do another Christmas surprise where they resurrect everybody's characters that were dead. Otherwise, just keep in mind that when this does come out next week like they're saying it will, it's just going to mean that if you abandon a prospect, you're going to lose anything you were carrying, and if you didn't have insurance, you're also going to lose your character. And well, everyone, that is pretty much all I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and again, if you want to see more Icarus update and you want to see more survival game content, consider subscribing to our channel, or maybe just go check out some of our other videos. We make tons of Icarus content every single week. We make mission guides, we make update videos, and occasionally we might put out like a tip video or something like that, but otherwise we do also cover some other survival games, so maybe just consider checking those videos out. But if not, thank you for coming by anyways. I'm Game Advisor, and I'll see you next time.